What's up, YouTube? Working on the Trans Am today. Got her on the good old redneck jack stands, a good old set of Polaris steel wheels. We're great for doing full service is what I'm doing today. I'm changing the T56 and my rear diff, my engine. Got a fuel filter in the box. Also going to fix my oil pressure gauge sender. And I got a oil level, low oil sensor to put into the little white end that moves around in the pan. So I don't know if that's a problem. It could be electrical, but I guess it doesn't fix my problem. We'll move on to electrical. But yeah, I also am working on taking my wheel locks off, and I don't have the tool, so I've been using a 15/16 Craftsman chrome socket. Been hitting it on there with my rubber mallet, so in case I slip, I don't damage my nice wheels. Even they are cheap wheels, but they're nice still. They're not that old. Then I knock it out with the punch and a hammer. So I've been using a breaker bar to break them loose. The first one I had no problems with it. So hopefully the other two I got left, this one didn't have one for some reason. So I got a set of full new chrome acorn style nuts that I'm going to replace them all with, torque them down to spec, and throw them in there. So fix that. I also got a Hyperflex system, the Hyperflex kit for the F bodies. So if I get ambitious, if I get ambitious, I will tackle part of that today. So I also got a power steering pump. I'm not going to be putting that on because I'm going to get 2 lines. It doesn't need a pump now. After I figured out what was making the noise, I figured it was the power steering pump, but it wasn't. It's my AC clutch that's making the noise. But this is a good thing. I got a remanufactured one. I'm going to do a LS style rack and pinion swap. So I'll probably replace the lines, the rack and pinion, the pump, and then I'll clean out the reservoir so it'll be all new power steering fluid. And yeah, which will be good to get rid of that crappy rag joint so I don't have that much of play in the steering, which does kind of suck because it basically takes all the tightness feeling out of this car and it gives it kind of a loose feel and kind of unpredictable. So yeah, my next plans for it, I'm going to do some shocks and struts because it needs it. But the thing I'd like to do actually after this, doing the full service and everything for a while. I don't drive this car very often. This is like the first time I've drove it for about almost a month, I would say. And I'd like to do a 24X, like a torque head 24X conversion to this car to do the more modern LS style computer so I can tune it if I ever take that LT1 out of that 95 Camaro I have and build it. So if I ever do that, I'll be able to tune it, and if I ever supercharge this or do whatever, I'll have an option of better tunability, better dependability than the OmniSpark. That is a good concept on paper, great concept on paper, works really well on paper, but it doesn't work that great on the car. My hood's a little, and the fiberglass hood, but yeah. I mean, the OmniSpark works great for most of these cars for a long time, and I don't know if this has ever had an OmniSpark in it. It could be the factory unit 134,000. I don't know, but I would just rather have coil on plug. To me, that's not literally coil on plug, but each cylinder has its own coil. And yeah, torque head to me makes the easiest, the most seamless integration, and it just looks like it'll work good. So yeah, I'll go with the stock tune because my car's still got cats even. So, you know, that's not going to stay though because I'm going to get rid of my cats most likely when I do my headers. So I'm going to do headers, and I want to do true dual exhaust, but I think the SOP kit will stay because it's not that old. So yeah, well, if I get to this, I'll probably make another video. Maybe on some installs on some of this stuff, but yeah, I want to get ahead and get this thing serviced and see how everything looks, how all the oil everything. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the pumpkin cover off the rear because eventually, it may not be this rear end, but either this rear end or the one out of the 95 Camaro will get pulled apart, and it's either going to get 373 gears or 410s. I haven't really decided what I want in this car. A lot of guys with the T56s love 410 gears, so if you guys got a car with either 373s or 410s, feel free to leave a comment on what you like about your car, dislikes, whatever. Leave a hate comment about the video, I don't care. So I read a lot of you guys' comments, so try to read each one of them, try to reply, unless you're just stupid. I will reply to some of your comments if they're dumber than hell, but yeah, I don't care. I mean, you're gonna have hate everywhere, so you know. But as long as I'm happy with the car, that's all that matters, right? So yeah, I would like some input though on the gears, because I read some stuff online. I've also seen some videos of guys cruising around with the 410s and the 373s. I've drove a LS car with 410s, and I really liked how it made fifth gear a little more usable. Well, it made sixth gear a little more usable. I've seen where you didn't have to downshift as much going up hills. This car I really don't have that problem with. I put it in 6 and it pulls. I don't know if that's an LS deal. This car drives down, takes pretty good hills without bogging down real bad in 6th gear, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and I'll catch you back on if I find anything interesting, and yeah. Catch you in a bit. What's up? I'm back again. I figured I'd bring you guys on the ride to see if I can get these two off this side as good as I did the other one. So let's go ahead and put the breaker bar in here. Maybe. There we go. Oh, look at that. Simple as that. So cool. I just got one more back there, and I'll be able to put all my nice new matching lug nuts. And to me, it's the fine details of the car that make it look good. And unmatching lug nuts, in my opinion, don't look good. So go ahead and get this one out of here. So we'll catch you on the next wheel. Whoa, we're all sideways there. Whoa, sorry about that. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next wheel and see if it goes as easy. Alrighty, we're back again with the last wheel here. So hopefully this one goes as smooth as the rest of them. Oh, nope. Wasn't on there far enough, so well, we'll give her a try. This one will probably fight me. Okay, try 2. I actually had to bring the drill hammer over here and tap on it very... Ooh, hey, cool. That one came off like the rest of them, so... Sweet. Wasn't exactly square on that one either. But they're all off now, so now if I do want to tackle some suspension, I can. So, catch you back in a bit. What's up, YouTube? Just checking back in with you guys. In the middle of this full service job on the Trans Am, I didn't have a way to really fill it to the plug on the fill plug, and normally you can only get about 3.8 quarts in. These hold 4 to 4.5 quarts. A lot of people say they hold 4.5 quarts. My Mitchell On Demand 5 said it holds 4 quarts. I dumped 4 quarts in it. I think it should be fine if people run it for like 6 years with only 3.8 quarts to fill mark. Anyways, I just took the console out, put the shifter in, or took the shifter off and just poured it for the top of the transmission. That was the easiest to me, really, and I wanted to see what underneath my console looked like. And as you guys can see, it needs a little bit of cleaning up, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. But I got some shit going on here. I don't know what the hell that's for, but we'll take a peek in a second. Must have rattled up there or something, so who knows. But yeah, I got all my stuff. Getting ready to shove the boot back on my stock shifter. And yeah, put everything back in. And yeah, move on to the next project. So catch you in a bit. Well, I'm gonna end this video with a very shitty ending, I guess. Taking out my low oil light. First of all, didn't realize my cat was in the way to get it out of the way. Pulling it out, the float fell off in the oil pan and I couldn't get it, so I filled it with oil and we're gonna YOLO it, because you only live once, and see if I can't get it out, so without taking the motor out of it and dropping the pan. So hopefully it's just a little plastic float, so hopefully the crank will sort it out and it will smack it, or it'll get sucked up in the pickup, or it'll crush it into little pieces and suck it up through the vent and then go through the filter and get stuck in the filter. So I don't know, or get sucked up through the pump, ruin the oil pump, and then grenade the motor. So I don't know. I'm gonna drive it home anyways. I got another motor, so it's got less miles on it. I can pull it out of the other car, gasket it, and throw it in this car if I have to, but it fucking sucks. I ruined the oil pressure sensor. I can't get it out because it's too fucking close. It's literally setting on the fucking EGR valve. It's just been a shitty day. So I get the transmission changed. I didn't get anywhere close to that. I didn't get none of my sensors I wanted to get changed. I didn't get my air filter changed. Got the transmission changed and the engine oil changed. That was it. Got 2 sensors I never got in, but didn't get my diff changed. Yeah, it's just been a really crappy day. It's 6 o'clock. I'm tired. I don't really want to drive it. I'd like to pull the motor and get that out, but I'm gonna drive it and see what it does. I don't know. This motor's got 134,000 on it, so if it destroys it, it destroys it. I'll just have to pull the V8 out of the other car, and it's got a little less than 30,000 miles less on it, so it's got 107,000. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get an update on the next video. So, or I'll make another video and add on to this if it blows up on my way home. So, you know. Alrighty. It's been one of them days. I'll catch you guys later.